Ever since I got this constant glucose monitor, I have been acutely aware of what I eat and what response that has in my body. Now, a lot of you who are watching this video are either health conscious or are maybe morbidly obese. I don't know. But I feel like a glucose monitor can be the best and worst investment you can possibly make. Now, chances are, if you're watching this video, you were like me. I was someone who was very overweight, who was extremely unhealthy, who felt very insecure about, especially what people thought of me. And for there was a period of time where I refused to even like step on a scale because I was just too scared to know that the number got bigger, right? So I would just avoid it altogether. And I went through the process of trying to lose weight. Keyword trying. And I know everyone who's watching this who has been overweight or is overweight has tried to lose weight. And it might have been successful for a little bit, but you bounce back and you get even fatter. So I was in that limbo for a really, really, really long time. And it sucks. I hated it. I tried so many different things. I listened to literally everyone under the fucking sun, even if they knew nothing, you know what I mean? Like, even if they were never fat to begin with, I listened to them. This glucose monitor, if you watch, I have a video on weight loss and I have a very simple diet that you can follow. It's literally only excludes two things. Everything else is free game. You can eat as much as you want and you're kind of encouraged to watch that video. It's an awesome, simple, quick video on a diet. If you want more information on the diet, you can always ask me and I'll make another video. The biggest issue with a lot of people is they don't really know what they're consuming. If you aren't aware of what you eat, chances are you'll eat things that are screwing your progress. I mean, I remember several days ago, me and my girlfriend went to go get boba. And I did some research because I kind of wanted to align with the diet I was going for. So I was like, okay, cool. If I replace this with this, and instead of having this type of milk, I'll have this type of milk, which is a whole lot better for what I'm trying to do. And if I remove this topping, if I remove the tapioca, but I use herbal jelly, that'll be totally cool. Awesome. I get it. I have zero sugar, by the way. I have it zero sugar. I put my own monk fruit. If you know anything about monk fruit, it's zero carbs, zero sugar. It's amazing. It's like the best thing ever. If you have a sweet tooth, that is your go-to. I put a good amount of this inside of my boba and I drink. And I drink and I'm really happy and it's delicious enough for me to want more. 2 hours passes by and I check my app for my glucose and my shit just skyrocketed. I went from like averaging steady like 85, 88. I went up to 95 and then I went to 100 and then I went to 110 all the way to 115. I was like, what the hell? I did the research. What's fucking going on? This is one of the big benefits of having a glucose monitor and they're so accessible. I got this one from Walmart and I put it in myself. Like you don't need a doctor to you don't need a fucking degree to do it. You just you poke yourself, it stays in for 2 weeks, you have the data. It's awesome. Being able to adjust how you eat and kind of view it in a scientific perspective is awesome. If you look at the two other videos I made, one about how to gain muscle and the other on how to be lean and stay lean, one of the big things I talk about is thinking like a scientist, like experimenting on yourself. This is a way to have measurement to what you're doing. If I do this, what is this number? And what is the consequences of this number? Okay, then maybe I should try, if this number is too big because I did this thing, I should do something else. I should change it. So that's the thing with the boba. I know I'm harping on this boba thing, but I think it beautifully illustrates my point. I've been drinking that a couple of times now and I had no idea. But with the monitor, I'm like, oh shit, maybe this isn't as good as I thought for me. One of the bad things about having a glucose monitor, besides the fact that everyone thinks you have diabetes, is also like one of the biggest strengths is constantly checking the glucose monitor and equating every little shift in the chart to something you ate or something you did. And it does, if you don't know how to decouple yourself from that, you're going to have a lot of anxiety. You're going to be checking it incessantly. You're going to think the one vegetable you had just spiked your insulin by like 3 or 4 points. And there's like now this huge uphill, and then this huge like crash down because it went down a couple of points, and you're freaking out. You're like, oh my God, was it this thing? Maybe I drank something and I forgot, or oh, what's going on? If you have that type of personality, it's probably not the best for you to get a glucose monitor. I do think if you do get one, it's important to understand how to read the glucose monitor. It's not just about the percentage points per, like how much did it go up by, or how many points is it at currently. It's also about like overarching trends. Look and see, like, are you constantly steady? When you do have a rise, is it a slow rise? When you have a crash, how fast do you crash and how do you feel afterwards? Is it associated with something you eat, or could it be due to stress? Glucose is one of those things where your body, like, if you're exercising, your glucose can increase because it's mobilizing more of the blood sugar in your body to go into your muscles to use it as energy. That's just what it is, right? So you might then begin to think, oh my God, I'm working out. That's the problem. I should stop working out. No, don't do that. That's ridiculous. That's silly. Overall, I think you should get a glucose monitor. I'm not a doctor. I have no credentials for a doctor. I'm actually a computer science major. So I'm fucked. But give it a shot. I mean, talk to your doctor, whatever you need to do. I'm not a doctor. I do think it's a good way to become a little bit more conscious. Even if you only have one, if you buy one and you use it once for 2 weeks, just to have some sort of idea of the general things you eat and what they do to your body, what they do to your blood glucose. Because, like I said in the diet video, the glucose is what leads to insulin resistance. If you have too much glucose, that causes a lot of insulin release. Too much insulin release in the body causes resistance to that insulin. You can watch that video for a little bit more information. Get it and try it out and see what's up. That's honestly like the best information you can get, right? It's not expensive. This one was like $50. Get it, slap it on, live your life, and see how fucked it is. And then maybe you gain some insight and you change your habits.